Hey guys, this is Oracle Daphne. My name is Beth, and I'm back today to do another reading for you guys. I am recording late. Actually, the lighting's not the best, but I was like, I'm just gonna record anyways. Hopefully, the video quality will be okay, and you guys don't mind me recording late. It's one of those things. As the day wears on, I start actually to get more into my psychic energy in the morning. It's not that I don't have it, it's just that I feel like I'm more psychic in the evening. The closer we get to night, I feel just like more and more psychic. So I actually feel like it's better if I record at night. Eventually I have some lighting equipment. I'll be able to record all night if I want to. But I know other, psychics do like late readings or midnight readings and things like that. And I might actually do that sometime. I've done that, I think, in the past, but it's been a long time since I posted a late reading. So I'm posting one here. Just want to say a big thank you to everybody who's been supportive and kind and just amazing as far as, liking my videos and sharing and just supporting my journey as a person. I appreciate it so much and appreciate the love so much. I am going to jump right in and see what we get. This is a timeless reading. This is for everyone. I wanted to just like read and channel. Like I did a tea reading actually over on IG, and the interesting thing is I was like that, the same thing over there. Like I was like, I just want to channel. Like I don't necessarily want to have a lot of bells and whistles today. So that's what we're doing. Okay, so I'm just gonna jump right in and lay out a spread here and see what we get. What we get. Oh, are we doing reverses? No, just that one card. Okay, so this card I'm just gonna start off right away. The Magician card is in this reverse is about something not happening work-wise, or having issues at work, or having issues with your work, or whatever you're doing for work. Could be frustrating, issues with, I want to say, with hours, or with pay, or contracts, or just business stuff. So issues maybe with business, or just, I want to say, issues at work. I feel like this is more for people. I don't necessarily feel like this is for small business owners, although this could. But I don't feel that in this reading. I feel mostly it's for people who have a job and it's like they have issues at work. Maybe it's coworkers. Maybe it's, and this could be issues around you too. Like it doesn't have to be just work, but like you could have issues with people around you, issues at work. I want to say it's like a larger office, with people in a larger office. That's what I want to say. I see for a lot, like it's like an admin type job. Or just there's multiple people in an office. Maybe you have meetings. Some people have like back-to-back meetings. I'm seeing like some back-to-back meetings, or just having a very busy day, or very busy schedule, and having issues with either the work you're doing, issues with the coworkers, issues with the job itself, like stuff that, you have to do. That's what I'm seeing here. Some of you may be very, very fearful around this time. I don't know why I'm seeing, that, but here, or feel that here, but we have this. This is the fear card, but normally I don't get that from this card. It's more of like fear about getting into relationships, less fearful about your life, or situations in your life, or things going on. It is the foundation of the reading, so there might be a lot of like worst case scenarios going around in your head, a little bit of negative Nancy thinking about a lot of different things, not just like one thing. So like you might have concerns about this Ten of Pentacles energy, which is money. Okay, a lot of money, chunks of change. You might have concerns about your dating life and where it's going, because that's Four of Wands. You may be fearful about, maybe getting into a relationship with whoever this Nine of Cups dude is, or like issues around, fearful around issues with the Queen of Wands, whoever she is. So it doesn't necessarily mean relationships, but I feel like these two cards, they feel like more like relationship issues than people you're working with, but it could be people at work, fears around things having to do with them. It could also be, I want to say, like older children for some of you that have older children, the concerns about older children or people in your life as well, fears and worries. I feel like it's like there might be like a mom watching and you're worried about your children somehow. I feel that it's more just issues like in the world of like, maybe them going to school, or like, maybe paying for college tuition, or them getting through school somehow. Maybe it's studying, maybe it's, whatever courses they're trying to take. There's a lot of issues with colleges. I had issues when I was in college, registering for classes. There were all kinds of classes that were already full. I couldn't take them, even though they were, they were somehow like I needed them and I couldn't get into them. And it was like very, very stressful. And I always call home crying about that situation. So for some of you, that's like something to do with a student. Now, some of you may just be a student and you may be going through all kinds of worries about passing classes or tests, quizzes, exams, and things like that. And some of you are studying really hard. I don't necessarily feel like all of you are in school. You might be just studying something. It doesn't have to be like you're studying for a test or exam. It could be that you're just studying, I also feel like for some of you, like maybe you want this 9 of Cups person to take like an action step or like bring it to you. There's a lot of upset around this person. The thing about the 5 of Cups is she's waiting. She's in her receptive mode. She's in her feminine energy. And it can be very frustrating as a feminine to wait on the masculine to like do stuff. Okay. She's like, come on, like, why is this not happening? And then she becomes upset and frustrated and cries. And it's just like, I don't know, it's very challenging. This energy is. But I guess what I wanted to say is your worries in general are unfounded. Like, it's more just fear energy. It's more just like, no matter what it is across the board in general, I don't necessarily feel like you have a lot to be worried about this time. A lot of people nitpick and stress over nothing, or stress over, I don't want to minimize it, but like things that, it's normal to stress about school. It's normal to stress about classes. It's normal to stress about people that really aren't, this person might not be stepping up in some regard. I don't know who they are to you, but it's somebody who's not stepping up. Some of you are waiting for your ship to come in and going, okay, when's it gonna happen, and things like that. Yeah, see, I actually feel, okay, so for some of you, you're going to need to really change your attitude. Like, you're going to need to work on believing that things are going to work out, that everything is going to work out. And I want you to say that everything is working out in my favor. Everything is going to work out fine. Everyone's going to come out a winner, and everyone's going to be okay. Everyone's safe. Everyone's happy. I feel like for some of you, there's nothing to fear but fear itself, really. And just you're gonna have to turn off this negative Nancy. You're gonna have to shut that down. I feel like some of you, this is anxiety or just negative Nancy, or just thinking like, yeah, like about things in a way that's not necessarily the truth. The truth is, looking at the spread, the truth is there's a lot of positive things happening, which you might not even see. What she's looking down at this cup here, and she doesn't see all this pentacles over here. Like, to me, this is the dragon bringing it to her. We also have the spider card to her right here. It's actually from behind. You might have money coming to you that's owed to you somehow, or from like someone who sends you money where they were going to send it in the past, or you were supposed to get something from the past, or you get a call back on something, like maybe you applied to a job. I don't know. I'm seeing like maybe 10 months ago, maybe even 9 months ago, or you applied to something a while ago and you get a call back on that job. For some reason, maybe the job miraculously turns up and they're like, we want you for this job, and you take that job. She also doesn't see that she's making the right decisions. I say she, but this could apply to anyone. She's making these right decisions. There's good decisions happening here. So I feel like a lot of you are making some really good decisions for yourself, and that's really going to open up the door. I mean, there is no blockage here. We do have, we had the Three of Wands underneath coming in, and that's a lot of indecisiveness, but I feel like there's the decisions coming right after it. So I feel like there's going to be, if you're indecisive about something or on the fence about something, I feel like you're going to make your mind up, and that's going to open some doors for you. Either it opens a career opportunity, or something comes through in which maybe you've been waiting on, or something comes through in which it's just going to be positive for you. Whatever this writer is bringing, it's positive. It doesn't feel negative to me at all. And to modify this Three of Wands, we have this Queen of Cups. And in this position, this is absolutely being a place of trust. Trusting that everything's going to turn out okay. Trusting that, even if you don't see the good in it, or the good in your life, there's good there. There's opportunities there. There's things that are available to you. Now, we don't always take advantage of the things that are available to us, but there's opportunities and things available, or they will become available. Yeah, and I'm not, so it's interesting because each card that I pull as a modifier actually is like the opposite. So we have the Five of Cups, and she's like waiting for her ship to come in. She's stressed out. She's crying. She's upset. She's frustrated. She's irritated. And then we have the Eight of Cups, which is freedom from worry, no stress, moving away from a stressful period of time. We have the Three of Wands, which is about being on the fence, not being able to make a decision, coming to the end of your rope. And then we have the decision, the Ace of Swords right after that as a modifier. Some of you might be flipping, kind of like going back and forth about things in your head, or just not being sure. I feel like you're going to have more sure footing. And I say that, and I put down the Queen of Cups, who's stepping on the backs of turtles. And yes, this is unsure, but at least she has her footing. She's got her footing. So maybe you have a plan, or maybe you're going to, get a plan in place, your next steps on things. And I feel like that's going to help you, along in your journey. I feel like it's long. Okay. So my words of, I wouldn't say caution here. My words of encouragement would be to make a plan, set it in stone, and follow through. There's a lot of you that have, and this is a very common issue, maybe you have, you set your sights on career goals and things like that, but really all you do is you spend all of your time thinking about relationships, sleeping with someone, a particular person, wanting to get married, dating, whatever it is. So it's like you have this kind of flip, a reverse of what you want. So like what you may be going for is the Eight of Pentacles, career and stuff, but you have this, you're a little bit distracted. Or you have a little bit like flip stuff happening where it's almost like, I wouldn't say you're derailed, but it feels like you're focusing on the wrong things in order to get to the Eight of Pentacles. So like in order to get the job, you have to apply and you have to focus on it and you have to do the work. But you might be distracting yourself by thinking or dreaming about a particular person, or thinking or dreaming about a wedding, or like what your wedding's going to be like, or wanting to get married, but actually not taking the steps to go out and date. Some of you might be doing online dating later in time as well. I see online dating. We have the Two of Pentacles here. So some of you are, again, that duality. Two of Pentacles, juggling two things. Then the Two of Wands, which to me is, he or she's sitting pretty here. So you might have a little bit of juggling to do in order to sit pretty, in order to get this outcome. But I feel like you're on track for that. So I don't know. Like, I feel like any issue is going to be really short lived, honestly. And with the planets moving into Venus, I mean, sorry, moving into Aries, with Venus moving into Aries on the 30th, I said in my other video to set your calendar for April 30th. I feel like as soon as the Venus goes into Aries and we've got, at least one less planet at the tail end of Pisces, we're going to be much more solid and we're going to feel a lot better about a lot of things. Now, set your alarm for that day. And I feel like something good is going to happen for a lot of people on that day. So it doesn't hurt to set your alarm. Now, I say that, and then we have the Five of Swords. I definitely see you driving somewhere. I'm not sure where you're going. I feel like it comes on the heels of like some kind of conflict. This could be short distance travel, long distance travel. I almost feel like the story is, for some of you, you kind of need to get out of Dodge, or you want to get out of Dodge. You kind of like want to just get up and go somewhere. To kind of, my old boss would say, to blow out, you know what I mean? To just kind of like breeze out and drive somewhere. I actually feel like that you have a specific destination in mind. You're going somewhere, it's specific. It doesn't feel general. It doesn't feel like you're just randomly pointing on a map. It feels like, no, you've, I don't know, like leased, your apartment, or found a place to live, or packed up and moved, or decided, okay, you're out and done something different. It feels like it's moving very fast. That's another thing too. I feel it's moving fast. It's so fascinating. We have this. I pulled a whole bunch of other cards here. We have the Two of Swords, which is conflict. Difficulties in relationships, not agreeing, this is the irreconcilable differences. And then we have the Sun card, which to me is the joy card. So there's anything that happens at this time, there is something good that's going to come from it. There is a silver lining. Absolutely. I'm seeing the silver star right here in the Eight of Pentacles, and my stomach is like gurgling really loudly, and I think I need to make dinner, but we have the silver stars here. So there's a silver lining here. There's, whatever conflict that happens, there's going to be something that happens immediately after. Either you're going to kiss and make up, or you're going to calm down, or there's going to be something that kind of smooths things over. If you don't know where you're going just yet, you're going to figure that out. If you don't have a job just yet, you're going to get one. If you, have a lot of worries and stuff like that, you're going to either seek counseling or put that to rest somehow. It's interesting. The modifier that I pulled for the Nine of Swords, which is all about worry and fear, we have the Knight of Wands. So like in a magical world, the Nine of Swords person becomes the Knight of Wands. He gets on his horse and he goes. He gets on his lion and he goes. So anything at this time, again, it's like a shifting from the Pisces energy into this drive, into this Aries energy, into this motivation energy, into this get it done energy, into action steps. Whereas Pisces is kind of dreamlike and it doesn't necessarily have the action all the time. I mean, Pisces can get a lot done, but there's no one that I've ever met that can get stuff done like an Aries. So I feel like you're really, like, the way to overcome your negative thinking or your fears is to just do it, is to have no fear, is to just take the leap, to make the plans, set the date, put things in motion, roll the dice. That's kind of how it's going to have to go in order for you to get over the negativity, I want to say. There is going to be things for you to look forward to. I'm being shown that very clearly. We have the Nine of Pentacles in the position of emotions. And I'm seeing this stained glass window is coming through very, very clearly. And it looks very shiny here. Like, or sparkly, I wanted to say. Sparkly and sunny and happy. And there's things that you're going to end up doing that are going to bring you a lot of joy or happiness. Maybe it's something creative. Maybe it's something you make or something that you just go do. Maybe it's a fun experience. Maybe it's just waking up and feeling good. Whatever it is for you that brings you happiness, or whatever it is that you find that's something that you look forward to. And I encourage you to think about things that you look forward to. Yeah, my guys are also showing me, write down the things that you want and look at them for like 2 minutes straight. Like, let's sit there and look at it for 2 minutes straight. That's how you manifest it. So that's something else. I think I'm going to leave off here. Thank you so much for watching. I know this is kind of a late video. The cards are actually coming through really clearly. I'm really surprised and happy with how it's turned out. And yeah, I'll be back for more videos, so stay tuned. If you'd like to book a private reading, most likely I'm going to no longer be offering them in July. So sometime in July. I will have limited availability between mid-May and mid-June. So this is a time to book. If you haven't ever booked a reading, I'm happy to read for you. If you'd like to have another reading, please, prepay and send $100. It's 30 minutes by phone. Yeah, and I look forward to reading for you guys next time. I wish you guys all the best, and I send everyone big hugs, big kisses, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Take care.